September 18th, 1994. Crystal had wasted no time asking Aunt Nancy to ask her detective friend if he remembered in what restaurant he had caught David eating forbidden food. Aunt Nancy and herself had had great fun deciding what day to pick, and they decided to pick Sunday. That way they could catch David in two sins, not just one. From the beginning of their courtship, Crystal had drilled into David that she would not go out to eat on Sunday in the city where she lived. If they were on a trip away from home, that was different. David had protested greatly until he had understood the ox out of the pit precept. Crystal was nervous, but she did not give in to her fear. She knew she was doing the right thing, and it was for David's best too. David had had a great opportunity for the past 2 years. He had been getting the Lord's truth from her and Satan's lies from Satan's henchmen. He had chosen Satan, so Crystal wanted nothing to do with him. Crystal entered the restaurant and looked around. Yes, there he was, and as plain as day on his plate was bacon and eggs. She was just in time. As she approached from a direction from which he couldn't see her coming, he raised his fork and was about to eat a slice of bacon. She said, "David, how could you?" David jumped, dropped the fork, and started stuttering. Crystal, what are you doing here?" "I could ask you the same question, but I already know the answer. David, it's over. Here's your ring. Don't ever contact me again." Crystal started to walk away, but David grabbed her arm. "Crystal, wait, I can explain." "You mean you can try to deceive me again? No thanks." "No, Crystal, give me a second chance." "I already gave you a second chance when I let you back into my life. What you've done is worthy of the lake of fire, but you already know that, and you still continue to lie to me." David realized he had failed. Crystal's eyes were opened, and they would never be fooled by him again. He released her arm with, "You think your God is more powerful than Satan, but he's not. Satan will get you in the end." "David, I hope you repent before it's too late, because Satan is a defeated foe. He's going to the lake of fire too, with you if you continue to believe his lies." "There is no lake of fire, Crystal. You're the one who is going to miss out. All your efforts to walk the straight and narrow road are for nothing." We'll see, David. We'll see. Goodbye, David." Crystal walked away and went home. Having gone through this experience, she could fully understand why God hates liars. David and Kelly had gone for a drive so she could call Aunt Nancy and tell her the good news. It was over. Ring. "Hello? It's Crystal, Aunt Nancy. How'd it go, dear? I prayed and prayed the Lord would give you strength." "Thanks, Aunt Nancy. He did. I caught him, and he tried to get me to give him a second chance. I said no." "Good for you, dear. What are you going to do now?" "I don't know. Kelly and Dan want to move out because they are tired of my preaching, as they call it. They are just under conviction. They are like David, only they can't see it. They think they can fit God into their mold instead of letting him fit them into his. Yes, it's sad. If I had a job, I'd move out and let them have the house, for Kelly wants to have children soon. Why don't you come and live with me? As long as I'm alive, you won't have to worry about anything." "Oh, Aunt Nancy, that would be wonderful. But I'm going to try and pull my own weight. There's a pair of second-hand office in their town just like here. Oh, why didn't I think of this sooner? Now everyone will be happy. I can't wait until Kelly comes home to tell her.